You may notice that we don't sell any tea bags on our website, and in this video, I'm going to show you why. We're going to show you why tea bags produce worse quality tea, fewer health benefits, and even destroy the environment. So loose leaf tea may seem like this trendy new thing, but it's actually how tea has been enjoyed for hundreds of years. Tea bags are just barely 100 years old, and they were invented by accident by a tea merchant who wrapped his tea up into bags to send to customers. In the early 20th century, these tea bags were made out of silk, but now they are far more sinister. They can contain harmful chemicals that are released into the water when you brew the tea. Take this tea bag, for example. Seems innocent enough, right? Until you realize that this is bleached paper, made with chemicals like chlorine and epichlorohydrin. And even the paper bags are sealed around the edges with a type of glue that can contain microplastics. If you thought bottled water was bad, wait until you see how much plastic is in a single cup of tea. Around 11.6 particles of microplastics and 3.1 billion particles of nanoplastics are released into a single serving of tea if you brew with a tea bag and boiling water. Some tea bags now are actually just made out of plastic. They're given fancy names like tea pyramids or silken tea bags, but they're in fact made out of nylon and PET. Again, I think it's important to remind you that these products are put into boiling water and then drunk. It's estimated that 100 million cups of tea are drunk every day in the UK. And at least 97% of that is in tea bags. Imagine 100 million of these bags in a landfill every single day. And that doesn't even factor in the unseen environmental costs, like the additional energy used for packaging and the water that's polluted through the bleaching process. Finally, tea bags are often a way to disguise lower quality tea leaves. If we open up one of these tea bags and compare it to a loose leaf Japanese green tea, we notice a huge difference. While the Japanese tea is rolled into these beautifully long, dark needle shapes, the tea from the bag almost looks like brown dust. At one of the first tea farms I visited in Shizuoka, I was impressed to see all the sorting equipment, allowing farmers to make sure only the best tea leaves made it into their final packs of loose leaf tea. The farmer then showed me a bag filled with all the leftovers, the older leaves, stems, and dust that didn't quite make the final cut. He said that other tea companies will buy this to put it into tea bags. The only consideration is convenience and cost. They want the tea bag to be super cheap and they want it to infuse quickly. That's one of the reasons they chop it up into these small leaf particles. A farmer that works hard to carefully produce a tea wouldn't dream of putting it into a tea bag. First of all, the leaves would need to be broken or crushed to fit into the bag. This would reduce the essential oils or volatile compounds within the tea leaf that give it the complex flavor and aroma. Second, the leaves wouldn't have enough space to expand and release their flavor into the water, so they would never get to live up to their full potential. Finally, the material in the tea bag itself would interfere with the flavor. You would get that cardboard or papery taste in your tea, which would really detract from the experience. So you won't find high quality tea in a tea bag any more than you'd find high quality wine in a bag. In theory, it can be done, but it doesn't make much sense. All the best teas in the world are made for loose leaf tea consumption. Once you learn the simple method of preparing tea in a teapot, you have access to such a broader assortment of teas. If you stick to tea bags, you're stuck with the leftover tea leaves that have been packaged up into paper and plastic. But let's take the tea out of the tea bag for now and see how it stands up against this loose leaf tea. We'll put the leaves into a clear pot and brew them for 1 minute using 70 degrees Celsius or 160 degrees Fahrenheit water. You can see that the tea produces a very unappealing orange color and the taste is flat and bitter. When we say flat, we mean the taste is one-dimensional. You don't have multiple flavor profiles hitting you all at once. It just tastes like cardboard or ash. Compare that to the loose leaf tea, which has a much more appealing color, more sweetness, and more depth of flavor. These teas are made from the prime leaves, the top sprouts from the first harvest. They're the richest in nutrients and the sweetest in flavor. That's why you get this rich, smooth taste with notes of sweet corn, edamame, and asparagus. It's a really unique flavor and one you'd totally miss out on if you only drank tea bags. But if we try brewing this tea again inside a tea bag, we get an even worse flavor. The leaves don't have space to open up and the flavor becomes weaker and even flatter. So what's the solution? There's no better piece of advice I can give than switching from tea bags to loose leaf tea. You don't even need to choose an expensive tea. Just try a hojicha or a genmaicha and you'll get a far better flavor than what you find in tea bags. Also, get either a teapot or a tea strainer. These will keep the leaves out of your cup, but they are reusable, so you don't need to throw out a lot of paper waste every time you brew a cup of tea. This is a simpler way to brew tea, just leaves and water, combined in perfect harmony. You'll experience a better flavor, less waste, and find greater joy in tea making. This video could be the start of a new relationship with tea. Rather than a bag you throw into hot water every morning, tea can be so much more than that. It can be a moment of calm and serenity and a connection to a plant and a farm in a faraway place. We're excited for you to begin your tea journey, and we're here to help you along the way. If you want to browse some of the best loose leaf teas we found during our travels around Japan, you can find them all on our website, neoteas.com. If you want to learn more about where your tea comes from, we have plenty more videos explaining how tea is made and exploring the different tea types around Japan. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time.